son of the Lion of Peril is even more talented than I had thought. I looked up the calabash herb in my books, but in the end, I found nothing. However, there is a folk tale that describes a dust. It is the story of a wondrous powder kept by a half-bird, half-man named Kikinok, who lives in the... Perhaps that powder is brewed from the calabash leaf. This is only a guess, and it's all I could find. But I think it is worth looking into. Here is the key to the Dragonfly Gate. You should have it. You'd better head straight back to the village and consult with Garai. She may know something about the tale of Kikinok. You must do your best before it is too late.
The Divine Spirit defies the Great Father and throws off his shackles. He is now bound to the chains of freedom. The Birdman.
So, even Chorus does not know. There is a similar story of divine spirits in Nagila. Elrum released his minions, the divine spirits. He spake. And so they spent days bringing life to the forest. And then one day, a spirit made up its mind to him. Elrum warned, that creature is the beast of knowledge. Thou shalt not associate. The divine spirit so promised and gave birth. Such was the birth of man, the beast of knowledge, as told by the prophet. As the sands of time flowed on, the beasts bore children. Soon a fateful day came to the... One of the divine spirits fell in love with the daughter of man, and so the promise was... Elrum punished the divine spirit for its sin by transforming it into a beast. Descendants of that divine spirit dwell still in the forest. The Birdman, Kikinok, as mentioned in the folk tales of Peril, might be referring. We should seek out Kikinok, enter the Dragonfly Forest, but be warned, and be sure to ask the old gravekeeper about them. He is the storyteller of Cyrus, and should...
You haven't seen my foolish son, have you? I bet he's out playing pranks with that no... Tell him his old man said to stop playing in the forest. handle that weapon there. I got it prepared too, you know.
dragonfly? Well, let me tell you, he'd be no match for you. Right?
So you're going into the forest? You're not gonna kill him. You won't be able to get that power. Good luck bringing that stuff back from Kikinak. And tell me all about it when you get back. If you do meet Kikinak, tell me all about it. You're the only one who can become a cocoon master. You're so lucky. Nah, it's nothing for you to worry. I wonder what it's like outside of Cyrus. Oh man, that pig-headed old-timer. Was there anything else? Maybe like, that... So you're not... Good luck.
What? In your dreams. He's a... What? Hurry up. What?
I quite like it here. I have a fine view of the forest. When I'm here watching the forest, oh my, I almost forgot about the frolicking. Once upon a time in a faraway village, there lived a woodcutter who always boasted of his strength. It is said that the woodcutter wanted to test his own strength by felling the tallest tree in the forest. He hastily ventured deep into the forest in search. Meanwhile, the forest told the great tree of the woodcutter. The great tree sighed deeply, lamenting his foolishness, and he continued to sigh. And before long, the breath of the great tree became a thick and heavy fog which shrouded the forest. The woodcutter soon lost his way. He grew so tired wandering about that he soon took a short rest. Just then, sweet-smelling fluffs began to float down from above. All who would smell their sweet scent would fall fast asleep. The woodcutter couldn't help but to fall in a deep slumber, and there he lay, snoring great snores in the middle of the forest. For 3 days he slept. On the morning of the 4th day, a birdman flew down to where he lay. He spoke to him. "I'm the strongest, you always say. One fight with me, if you may." But the woodcutter remained fast asleep. try to sleep if you must, but I shall wake you with my dust. As he spoke those words, the birdman sprinkled a glistening white powder upon the woodcutter. With that, the woodcutter sneezed a great sneeze and jumped to his feet. The surprised woodcutter shouted, "Who on earth are you? I warn you, I am incredibly strong, and I will battle right now." The birdman replied, "You can't defeat me, but if you do, we can be friends, and I'll share my powder with you. It cures all illness and turns old to new. I got it from the forest people called the Yamu." The woodcutter tried to grab the birdman, but the woodcutter had been asleep for 3 days. He was too hungry to hold on. With one flap of his mighty wings, the birdman blew the woodcutter all the way back to the village. The woodcutter told the villagers all about the strange birdman, but not a soul believed him. From that day on, the woodcutter never again boasted of his strength. Understand? The divine tree of the... You must never think of harming it. There are many other tales. It seems they all say that he hates fire. Perhaps he was barbecued in a previous life. So why did you become a... Because they made you? For the sake... Many years ago, the children of the village used to... You always played the flute. Even the rowdiest children would calm down. And now? If so, then be strong. Come again any... Know you that on days like this the sound of your flute, and each time I hear it, I shall... Life is for no... Just as I enjoy being here, if you enjoy the flute, you should continue. Duty alone cannot bring forth a good tune. Come again any time. Know you that on...